We have the move d4 96, sir. 96. Relax, sir. Relax. We are playing the maneuver refresh. And he could play e4, which kind of transposed to like e4, which is funny. e4 early on, not so convincing. Yeah, so now we are back to e4. So this is equivalent to him playing like e4, and that's e4 later. So we could play. We do here. We do get the bishop on g7, knight e7. Let's play f5. Try to go directly on for this activity. Bishop e7. I mean, he may have a knight move here, which is interesting. Where are you going with this? I don't know. This move is like we stopping. He's going here. Okay, so he's going here. Oh, I think that's the point. That's the point. Maybe bishop g5 is a good idea. Now, did I miss knight e4 bishop g5 idea? I think I have. Bishop g5. Because he's actually attacking on here, which is funny. So you could go for this one, which is okay, I guess. Rook f8. We don't have to castle now. Or we could castle manually if you want. Manual castle it is. So king g8, that's a point. Maybe it takes me 50 years to castle that way, but we still castled. This is actually a good try by him, like a good play as far as I just don't like a4 because maybe this kind of stuff. That's one of the reasons why you don't want to, like, if you have the pawn at e3, it's different, but I mean, but later on, you may have to deal with this knight moving. As a matter of fact, we're just going for it, knight b4. Because the knight is not going on the queen side, the king side, so, it's probably knight b4. So knight b4 allows c2, so he has to deal with the move. He could defend it now, he could castle. Don't think he's going to castle long, they're still here. So knight b4. He's defending it, we go back. So now we are castled, right? We are castled, and he's not castled yet, right? What black has to be, black has to probably get the bishop in the game somehow. So I think here in bishop e6, maybe, even though he has like this kind of stuff. Maybe bishop b7. We could try this first, so we could play b3, which kind of locks his, so that's good to see because that the rook is on e3 is kind of inactive. We could go back here, which is, it's fine. So the idea is I let, the b3 is cutting off the rook activity that he was looking for. Yeah, so now he's going this way. So now we could probably play like some kind of, since the rook is, we try to open up the line if we can, which I don't think is easy, but. I mean, typically you could do this kind of stuff, but it doesn't really help this right now, I guess. The idea is I'm trying to, open up lines. Maybe it still works. Maybe we'll give it a try. Is not rook takes, is pawn takes. That what we call like a sacrifice in a certain way. But he plays h4, which things are getting really interesting. Because now I may have knight takes. We're gonna give it a try though, I think, because now this may allow, to open up more lines, even though he could take now, but. So that's a sacrifice. I don't know if it works. It shouldn't work, but I'm just trying to, I mean, considering you could take here, it's a bit too much. Yeah, it's a bit too much for me to allow. I mean, I'm trying to get active, but he's just up by a lot. So now I'm technically down like an entire rook for that, but it's not really ideal. But he's going for this bishop, so here I don't think it works. All these ideas, but I'm just experimenting. We have a couple pawns for this, but it's not really. I mean, it should be losing, of course. Yeah, he's just trying to open up lines. Don't see why not. Don't see why not. Yeah, it's not good. May have to play here to shut down, which I'm allowing him to do this, but I'm trying to get the rook in the game. You probably have to take though, I think, unless I play h6, I guess. So rook. Yeah, h6 might defend the pawn next. I mean, he plays here, which is not clear on it. h6. I mean, he does have this diagonal that I have to look at, but he's up a rook though. So I mean, technically, yeah, this diagonal is huge as far as I'm concerned. We could try this, but it's not helping. And then he has here, what is this again? I could take queen h7. I'm still defending though. Still defending. Don't know this move. I mean, he's trying to take here, but I could always block though. I don't understand. I don't know if I like what he's doing. I mean, now he has a little bit of problems. Rook here. I mean, he could take bishop g7, and then I'm taking on f3, and things are funny now. You don't move your king, you just block. Now it's funny because I could take on f3. I mean, you have to play here, but if he plays here, bishop f6. Yeah. It doesn't have to play here. I take this one back. He may have to go back, but I think the reason I said going back may allow like some kind of major discoveries. So somehow I'm up. I mean, I should be winning. Somehow I'm up a lot for no reason, I think. But yeah, I'm the one up. I mean, it's funny. Yeah, I was down a rook. Down a rook. He's going for this one. We play here. Stopping this check. I mean, he was kind of interested to play it, but maybe he's this bishop here. That's looking at g4. Yeah, he's actually kind of allowing it. Don't understand why. So you could check on e2, but I don't see the point. I mean, you could check on e2, but I could play here. And the next move is here. I mean, or here, it's checkmate. Now that he moved this rook, this allows checkmate on h3. So you could check here, king c7. The game is just doesn't make sense in a lot of ways. But yeah, now he knows. But even before that, and just the fact that I'm just down the rook. And I should have just lost. So the first exchange sacrifice is fine. The rook and f4, but not the rest. So here is just like too much. Yeah. So here he's just getting mated anyway. So let's check here, and then That would be mate. Very strange game. We're gonna take a look at it. The computer is probably saying this is terrible game. I think we'll see. Let's see. I mean, I'm 79%. I mean, that's some kind of a compliment. So I played here. This is all fine. So I played f5 here. It doesn't like this move, but it's okay. I mean, don't normally play f5 here, but I take, and then bishop d7. And then he played this nice maneuvering. So I didn't see that this being a problem. I think around here, queen e7 is probably necessary because if bishop g5, I could play h6. So that was a way. I didn't see like how effectively he's going after d6 because he's going after knight takes d6. So obviously he's much better, and rook f8. He's just technically winning, but he has a good position. So here h4 was a move. He played here instead, but it's still good. Bishop d1. He's still doing well considering the king dance that he's doing. b3, and then rook e1 is not a good move. He wants queen d2. I don't understand why, but it plays. I played here, which is not a good move. It's probably looking at knight takes d5. Yeah, I actually feel like this sacrifice, these kind of ideas may work in these kind of stuff, but it looks like here, even here, he's still better. I figured that I was looking at this kind of ideas, like equivalent to what I was trying to do, like some kind of sacrifice, like exchange. Sacrifice here, so we played here. I mean, so it doesn't like this move. Now I was looking, if you were to take, computers still believe this is still playable though, from White's perspective. I was looking at this, and the idea of here, bishop d4. This is what we call like a sacrifice, an exchange sacrifice to take a little bit of control, like, bishop control. That kind of open up the pawn for the bishop to become strong. Sometimes it's good, but here it turns out to be that you can still defend, and white is slightly better, or maybe better even here. But I figured that it was a good idea in this kind of game. But then he played h4, and then I played this move. Yeah, this move is not good. It's only good if he takes once and then he doesn't take on f4. Let's say he plays like bishop e2 or something. Maybe then I could take, and then he could still take on f4, but if you take this way, maybe I have this kind of ideas, but still doesn't look like it's good for black. So this move would have been okay early, maybe, but not here because the rook is also like could be taken, right? So he took, and then obviously I'm just lost. I don't understand why he didn't go for this move. Actually, maybe this move. Oh, that's interesting. There was a tactic here. Queen takes g4. Yeah, so maybe there was queen takes g4 that I missed. Yeah, so this is actually the point. Yeah, so that's the reason why he didn't take. But it's fine. He's still winning. And after this move, he's still winning. And then he played this move, which is, I think here he had to play like, I think rook h1. And then he slowed down, get his king to g2 or something. Or he doesn't have to. He just played like, let's say after king f8 or something like that. Knight f6 now should be winning. Because now he could play what he's trying to do is like, come to attack the king on f8, and also like he's just up, right? Just the entire rook. Now, when he played this move is not a good idea because as a stake right now, there's nothing here. The computer is basically saying it's equal, but this move is no longer equal. He has to play queen f5, I think. And then maybe some kind of like a draw here, like rook. I guess here I have to play king g7, and it's a draw, I think. This is actually the reason it's a draw. He just repeats, something like that. So he plays bishop g6 instead. This move doesn't make sense at all because I have this move. And then the problem is the king on h3. By the time he plays here, bishop g7, and he's just lost. And then obviously here, I think this move is just rook g3, and everything is just like not really good. There's mate coming. Yeah, that's the reason why I mentioned that, you may have to play king h4. The mate is probably around here, right? So if you play here, it's bishop f3, rook g2. that'll be made. So that'll be made that way. So that's the reason why he played the other line. But obviously the other line is he just has to lose his queen, which is so this bishop f6. That's just not much into this game from here. Obviously he's just shagged here, and and then checkmate. So that it turns out to be that you could be down a rook against 2400 rated players and still win a game, right? Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more stuff coming up.